Wait, what is that?
Mayday!
You have a baby!
I have a baby.
This is crazy!
Don't forget to keep your little day pass on, honey.
Children don't change you, but they do. Because it changes your entire focus. For many people, it alters the way that you look at life because instead of looking at the world through your eyes, you're experiencing it again through your child's eyes. For many people, it's something that you love and care about more than you love and care about yourself. And so it's this really special, defined bond. And to think about being a superhero and be all powerful, but then you have this thing that you are so vulnerable to and care about so much will definitely alter the way that you interact with the world. Not so much with Peter, though.
Hey, Miguel, come on, go easy on the kid. He had a terrible teacher.
Boy, humbling reality, Spider-Man has arrived.
Miles!
Dude!
Toby has like the best burn. I think that I'm gonna do one just on some of the funniest insults and quips that they have with each other, just because that was so good.
Don't be afraid of my friend Miguel. He just looks scary. He's got no bite.
He has no bite. Get it?
You look great.
You look
I can do
solid.
comedy.
Give me a second. Mayday.
Kids are not okay.
Come on, honey. Coming up to get you. Here I go.
And it's cute. Many people, when they're interacting with children or with animals, they use this cutesy little tiny voice. We've found that it can be beneficial for learning of sounds. Now, it's not necessary. Children will still develop language even if you speak to them as you speak to other adults. But especially when they're developing, you can actually tell that an animal or child will look up at you more when you're using this cutesy kind of tone. And so it's almost like that little tiny trigger of this is now speaking to me and so I'm gonna pay attention.
Hey, you want to see pictures?
She's right there.
Look at this pig.
Oh, you got them. They are. Wow,
She's incredible.
For a lot of people, when you're excited about something and it's new and it matters so much to you, you think that everyone else cares as much as you do about your child or your dog or your hobby. One photo of your child, animal, hobby, or dog could be handleable, but to be able to kind of be stuck and have to look through 1,000 different pictures, which matters so much to you, but often when you're engrossed in something, you're not realizing that the other people are being tortured and now kind of held picture hostage to have to look through all of these photos that really don't matter to anyone else but you. But again, that's what happens when you are so single-minded about something that you believe that everyone else will get the same joy that you do from the thing that you're passionate about.
Face. That's her mad face. This one is the studious one. Watch out, the next one you're gonna crack up. You're gonna crack up. Oh, Miguel's gonna die.
I think that all of us have probably felt that way about something when someone just keeps on droning on about something and you're done with it already. And for Peter, it's kind of interesting because it's a completely different personality shift from before when he was sad and down and out. And now to see him so vibrant and so happy is wonderful. And I think that we all feel joy in that, but I think that we've all been through that case of someone that we just hope will stop and we can speak about something else other than being baby or hobby or significant other focused.
You're gonna crack up. Oh, Miguel's gonna die. Miguel, look at this.
I'm trying to hold a serious adult conversation.
He thinks that Miguel is going to love the child. Again, he's projecting all of his emotions. In this case, especially with Miguel, it's probably bringing up a whole bunch of emotions that Miguel doesn't want to feel because he doesn't really get that Miguel lost his child. So to have to engage with another child that you're so happy about having when you've lost your own can be exceptionally painful. And I don't think that Peter means that, but I think that Peter becomes a little bit self-absorbed. And when you are self-absorbed, you're not really reading or paying attention to what other people's cues are. For Peter, it's definitely not intentional, but I think that it is a little bit insensitive.
You always lose me with that. You say, the fate of the multiverse, and my brain dies. We all... You guys smell that? Mayday took a crap. Yep, she's a Parker.
We talk about parents' intuition. I think that that's very true, that we become attuned because we know their patterns, and especially if you are a caretaking parent, lean more towards always wanting to make sure that you are foreseeing danger before it happens. You don't need spidey sense to know when your child is going to get up into trouble, fall down from the ceiling, climb down somewhere. And even for Miguel, even though he is dealing with the loss, he was still able to catch Mayday. I think that all parents are pretty good at knowing the type of trouble that your children will get into and because children will constantly get into trouble, we're always a little bit on red alert for that, which can actually increase our anxiety level. So those spider sense will probably help them. I think that many parents have that kind of spidey sense when these things happen.
All right. Sorry for doing this. This is bad parenting.
Children are much more versatile and able to be transportable. Your life doesn't have to change just because you have a child. Now, I think that for Peter, bringing your child on actual missions is a huge danger, and you shouldn't be doing this. But I think that that also causes a lot of parental bonding. And I think that, like, out of everyone to be able to keep your child safe, Peter probably can do a pretty good job at it. And for a lot of children, being able to be with your parent and go through these different experiences is really exceptionally bonding and looked back really fondly, especially when you can do something where you're spending this one-on-one time with it. And I love that for Mayday, she kind of pulls down her hat and she's just prepared for everything. She's a really cool, kind of sweet partner for Peter. And I think that in some ways, she's the brains of the operation.
Take a photo of this. It's her first chase.
This is not even exaggerated. I think that a lot of us have even been in like serious situations and someone kind of takes over and just wants to take that photo to capture the moment, no matter how serious this moment is. And I love that Miguel's just kind of like, I just can't even do it. And again, Peter's this sweet, oblivious kind of character that it doesn't really matter. And it's just kind of adorable that, like, that's the only thing that matters to him, is to be able to capture these wonderful moments so that he can enjoy them later, thinking, though, that he's going to get into a huge amount of trouble with MJ after, but I don't think he cares in the moment.
No!
Do you want to hold my baby?
What?
Would you just give the baby one squeeze and then we'll talk? Because I think it's going to change our bond.
No!
It's very rejuvenating.
It changed everything for Peter. He believes that it'll change everything for everyone else, including Miles. And it's just so ridiculous that even in a moment like this, when he's being hunted by, like, whatever, 10,000 different Spider-Men of all different sorts and sizes, that he thinks they're holding his baby, because for him, that is the most precious thing. And I think it's still really sweet. Everything is Mayday to him. That is his entire world. And so because of it, and because it's changed so much for him and brought him so much happiness, he wants to share that with everyone else, even if they don't want it.
I'm plenty juvenated.
You'll get more so when you go chest to chest with this magical
You don't
child.
get that.
Like a magical child. Like, it's just so cute to see people that are so passionate about something. And I think that for some people it can become annoying. And I guess if you are spending 24/7 with someone that is so passionate about something, it can be. But you want to try not to pop other people's bubbles and make them feel upset. If you're feeling grumpy, you might need to take a little bit of space or let them know not right now, or it can't always be. So it's okay to have boundaries with people and to kind of go through with the consequences. If you can't just stop talking about the baby, I might need to leave a little bit early because we need to talk about something else as well.
The baby will see what happens. Ah! You're the reason I had her, okay?
If Miles is an anomaly and he's the reason that Peter had Mayday, that means that Mayday is kind of an anomaly as well, that if not for Peter meeting Miles, he might have never had Mayday. So if we're really trying to fix all of the mistakes, Peter would also have to give up Mayday in that, wouldn't he? Would he make that choice? It was really easy for him to say that this is the right thing to do. But to be able to make those choices when it's the thing that you love the most in the whole world, would he really be able to give it up even if it's an anomaly?
That if I did a decent job raising her, that there was a chance she was going to turn out like you. And that got me excited because you are a wonderful person and I like being around you.
And that is the sweetest of compliments. Like, out of all compliments that Miles could have gotten, I think that that is the most heartfelt one. And how wonderful, because then you see how much Peter loves Mayday, and that shows that bond that he also has with Miles and how much Miles really means to him.
Hey, hon. How was work? Peter, did you bring our baby to another fight?
She knows that he did. He's like horrible liar.
Did I bring her a bit? No. Because you asked me not to.
No, you shouldn't bring a baby to a fight. It goes without saying, but I have to say it because someone in the comments will be like, Georgia, you have to say that you wouldn't bring a baby to a fight. You probably shouldn't bring a baby to a fight. For those of you that don't know, you also shouldn't be putting plastic bags over your head, fork and a toaster. There's just certain things that you should already know. He's at least Spider-Man, so. And she's got her own little web slingers. She's adorable with them. She can use them pretty well.
Don't tell Mom.
Oh, Mayday, she knows how to use her web slingers so very well. And again, when I was talking about her being the brains of operation, she was paying attention. She knows that this matters. I love her little pointing. She doesn't say anything yet, but she has her little pointer finger out. I love the resolve in Peter's eyes. A lot of the times when we see Peter, he's joking or funny or jovial, but you can tell that he means it. He knows what he has to do. And I just love that feeling. It gives me shivers. Mayday's so cute. She's so excited to get to go on this adventure with Dad. To have someone trust and respect you as a child, to be able to treat you like a little adult, it's great for your self-esteem also. That thing of being able to be treated with this respect, that you're going to be able to be capable of something, is wonderful with self-esteem. And for a lot of young women, they get their self-esteem from the opposite sex parent. Not in every single case, but that is a common linkage. So to be able to have her and her dad be kind of partners in crime fighting is, I was gonna say partners in crime fighting matters probably so much for her and will really develop her inner strength, because we develop our self-esteem by how other people see us. At first, it's those parental figures that we have around us. So if they believe in us, we'll believe in ourselves as well. Not all of us are fortunate enough to have spidey powers to keep us safe from the dangers of the internet. But lucky for us, we do have today's sponsor, NordVPN, at nordvpn.com/Georgia Dow. When I travel, I can't access the streaming services I pay for in my home country, or I can't get exactly the same shows. But with NordVPN, I can. I just pick the country and I get my content. Or if I try to log on to Gmail or YouTube, it just suddenly freaks out and wants me to verify all over again. But with NordVPN, it's as if I never left. Everyone and everything is happy with amazing speed and convenience. Some of my favorite things about using NordVPN are they have 24/7 customer support. Yes, that means if you're up late at night and need to make sure your VPN is working and working correctly, all you have to do is contact them and get it fixed right now. The other thing that's really cool about NordVPN is that they don't track or share what you do online. Plus, they have a dark web monitor that notifies you, one, it just sounds cool, dark web monitor, that notifies you if someone else is leaking your credentials. So that just helps you keep safe. And NordVPN might not have spider sense, but almost, because they have threat protection. So all of your connections are safe from malicious attacks, ad tracking, and other super villains that you might find on the internet these days. It's also super easy, and if I'm saying it's super easy, it's really super easy. You connect with one click with up to 6 devices on every major platform. And right now they have a back to school sale, so you just head on over to nordvpn.com/Georgia Dow and you will get a 2-year plan with 4 additional months. It's a huge discount and it's risk-free, so if you're worried about it, don't worry. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So head on over to nordvpn.com/Georgia Dow or click on the link below and just try it out. Clicking on that link really does help this channel, and so does hitting up this playlist for more videos on the psychology of your favorite shows. So this is a little bit on my feelings of Peter and Mayday. I think that they make a wonderful team and I really enjoyed them together. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments below.